Happy Sunday. Welcome to the second episode of
OnCounty.
OnCounty. I'm Latrice, or as he likes to call me, Tree Tree. And of course, you know this guy. This is Dallas. We want to welcome you, as I said, to the second episode. I want to first thank everyone for your likes, even your dislikes, signing up, subscribing, getting those notifications, your overall love, support, and just feedback. We appreciate it. So make sure you tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to make sure you tune in and watch us. We'll be coming to you pretty much once a week and just trying to get some things that you can marinate on. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off today.
So our topic today is about relationships. I'm going to give my point on certain things, how to start one, how to keep one, and how not to end one. Then my mother's going to give her wisdom and advice about relationships to help you better, further understand it. The main point of view that I want to go off of, and I will use examples to further understand it, is how not to mess up is the main one that I'm really going to be harping on, because a lot of times we do mess up as men, and I'm talking in general, that we really do mess up when we have high quality women doing very small things. The main principles of relationships I think a lot of people mess up their relationship in is communication, taking responsibility for actions, and getting through problems without not understanding what the other person is trying to convey or wanting to understand. Like my mother say a lot of times, you can listen but not fully comprehend what somebody's trying to tell you. And that's just the main principles that I think in a lot of relationships, mainly communication. So the first aspect of a relationship is, of course, starting off. You see a shorty that you want, you go shoot your shot, and then it goes from there. It could be a 50-50. If she like you or not, if she has interest in you, it could go either way. But the main point I want to harp on that is just to make sure, like I like to do, I'm not shooting a shot with any girl that I'm not planning on cuffing. So if I just see myself doing something else besides make her my girlfriend, I won't shoot my shot. That's a waste of my time and her time. So if I'm highly interested in a woman, I'll go up to her, ask her name, ask how old she is, and then get straight to the point. It may be very fast and she may look like it's rushed, but I don't want to waste her time or my time. I want to get straightforward to answer. If I can further take it to where we could go on a date, start to see if we can vibe off of that. Yes, I know it could be looking like it's very rushed, but that's just going off the aspects of the vibe that I'm getting off from her. After we go on a date and further have conversations, then we can both decide if this is going to work or not, just based off of that. Now, once we move to the talking stage, it get kind of fishy, because that's when you start seeing if y'all are able to be compatible. You go through certain problems, and then the talking stage is mainly to see if y'all could work together before you become boyfriend and girlfriend. And there's not a stage that should be skipped over. It's very crucial to see that, because if you rush into just being boyfriend and girlfriend and y'all haven't went to any problems or been around each other long enough, it could just be a waste of time when you could have used that talking stage to see the gauge if this is even possible. The main thing in the talking stage, what I ran into a lot, me personally, because I ended up getting to this talking stage, because I ain't had a girlfriend since my freshman year of high school. This is not a cap.
Right.
I've been in a lot of talking stages, and I get to the last part of it every time. And of course, early on, I did some childish stuff. I can't admit that, and some nonchalant things to mess it up. But it's just a learning lesson. Some people have to learn through messing up to get to better themselves. And I took time to realize that I'm the issue with come to these women in the talking stage, and that's why it's not working. And I had to grow up, in short, and stop doing childish things and being nonchalant if I want to actually be better man to a woman. So just make sure in the talking stage that you mainly communicate. It's just the main principle. I could go on about any other aspect, but communication is just the main part. If you do not communicate and just assume or do any other thing, it's going to end up not working out. The talking stage that I have as an example, it was with one shorty a long time ago. You know, it was my girlfriend in elementary school. We met back up when I was 20. Things were working out like that. It was probably, I would say, my first real, how should I put it, relationship that was about to happen, love in short.
Yeah.
So it was going cool, but I started doing childish things. And in short, It was something that I had to do for her as a promise, but I let it slide. I didn't talk to her for 4 days instead of being a man about it and asking what the issue was. I just was nonchalant and did some childish things, and I ain't talked to her for 4 days. And like my mother had told me, you don't think that you should text her? And I was like, no, she'll text me when she wants to. So, in short, time go on. I thought I was back good. We back kicking it, hanging, and things was not like that. And this is the main point that I'm going to go off of at this point is don't mess up relationship or something that could be with a high quality woman, because seeing somebody else make her smile or give her them feelings or anything along those lines will have you love sick, because I was in that situation. It was a quick example. It was her birthday. We was at the casino having a good old time. I was happy for her. You know, I'm geeked. It's her birthday. She turned 21. I'm 21 already. I'm thinking I'm back good. I thought we about to get back to the talking stage. She gonna be my girlfriend. We get in the garage. Her phone just blowing up. I don't know who's texting her, but it's her birthday. So, you know, I didn't pay too much mind to it. And while I was looking, you know, on my phone, she just kept smiling. And I know the difference in when somebody making your girl smile and when she just smiling off a message from her homegirls or somebody else. Somebody was making her smile. I could tell because I used to make her smile like that. So I already knew what was going on. So while I was trying to peep what was going on, I look up. She had a mark on her neck. So at that point, I was kind of thrown off for a little minute, and I kept just trying to think, like, maybe it's not a mark, maybe it's a rash, maybe it's something else along the lines. But when I further kept looking at her, she had on 2 jackets in 60-degree weather. That's not 2 jacket weather. So she was trying to hide it in short, and that was the first real instance that I would say I was very lovesick. Like that whole summer, you could ask my brothers, you could ask my mother. Man, I was lovesick. I was down bad. It is not fun being lovesick, and not even because it was my fault. All I had to do was just talk to her, and that's why I say communication is so easy to do, but it messes up a lot of relationships. All I had to do was say, what is the issue, or ask what the problem is, and we'd have worked through it. But no, I decided to not say nothing to her for 4 days and think it would be back good if I come back around. And by that time, she already had moved on. And while I'm over here lovesick and simping because of my fault. So really just communicate. That's all it is. You do not want to see somebody else taking care of a shorty or making her smile or showing her love. When you had that opportunity, it's not fun, it's not tight. Having hella women is not in style. Do not be the old dude that's 30 and 40 years old, still
That's
asking.
old? 30 and 40 years old.
I mean, but don't be that person
Right.
that's still asking,
Right.
man, what's the moves at? Or where the missions at? Where the women at? While all your other friends got kids, got a girlfriend, don't be that last person. And especially don't be that person, the reason why it didn't work out is because of you. Just take time out to realize that you need to work on yourself. You have to be better first before you try to be better with somebody else. And that just came from me learning that. You know, a lot of times I always hear, oh, Dallas, you got the juice, this and that. I don't. Because if I had the juice, I'd have a girlfriend. There's facts is facts. Like, what is the reason why I don't have a girlfriend? Really just think about that before you even assume that I have the juice or anything along the lines. Because I had to work on myself. I was the issue, and I took time to work on being childish and being nonchalant. And that's all it takes. As for me to be a great man, I had to take time out to realize that. I had to take responsibility and stop saying, oh, maybe it's just her, or just shoving it off, and had to really take time to say, I need to work on myself. So really, in short, that's really the aspects of relationships. Don't mess up when you have a good shorty. I'm being dead serious. Like, don't be me. It's me and a whole other group of other dudes that are trying to be cuffed with a high quality shorty that's mad at us when we not living up to our potential, that's mad that we not talking to them. That's what I should be doing. I don't want to be out here with multiple women. I'm trying to deal with one, build with one. That is the main aspect. So that's really just about the short of it. Just make sure I'm for real. I was that dude looking on Twitter and all the other social media accounts and seeing all them posts where somebody was trying to get back with that girl and get her back and laughing at them like, I don't know how they messed up. They stupid. I would have messed up with her. And look at that. I became one of them. So just really take heed for that. Like the people that went through the mistakes and the failures are the people that get the best advice. And I'm just trying to make sure that everybody else is up there and understand that, because I had to learn the hard way. You don't always want to learn the hard way. Losing a shorty, nah. You want to be able to fix the problem and then continue. So that's really about it. And I let my mother. It was my Saturday. Anybody that know me know I'm nonchalant, but boy, I was love sick. Look, man, I ain't gonna cap. She had me love sick. But
know better. When you know better, you do better.
It is. That's facts. Mm-hmm. I'll let my mother give y'all a little bit of wisdom too.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that. You know, I think as a parent, and you know, Dallas and I, he would tell you this. We work. I am in the backgrounds on his head. He's a very, very good young man, but also in things with life, it's in time. We all make mistakes and things that we should be doing better. But as I said, when you know better, you do better. So one of the things I really want to touch bases on, like you said, communication is key. But without understanding, you can communicate something and don't really understand what's going on. 75% of communication is nonverbal. And you know, I've said this to you before. How you look. Somebody's having a conversation with you like, yeah, what? I mean, all that is communicating to them that I don't want to hear what you have to say. So I think that we have to make sure that our body language when we're meeting someone is on point. You have to be cognizant of how you are appearing. It's not what you say, it's how you say things. It's the delivery piece of it, you know. And one of the things that I'm very proud of you on is the old school. Just kind of, it's called courting. You know, for those who are my age, over 50, or you might have heard your parents or grandparents, where people took time to let a relationship marinate. We live in a microwave society. Everything is quick, fast, in a hurry. No one wants to bake their relationship in the oven. Put it on 350, 250. You know, let it just get to see the season marinate. Everybody just wants to microwave it. It's quick, fast, and let's get to this. You have to get to know a person, because even if you're with someone, you still don't know that person. You're learning every single day when you're in a relationship, the things that you like and the things that you don't like. But in life, we are born into who we're going to be. I'm going to repeat that. We are born into who we're going to be. You are a product of your environment. A lot of things that Dallas does is because he sees what I have done. I am a very independent person. You know, relationships wise, I've actually been married before, got a divorce. I'm not a relationship person because my tolerance level is very thin. And then my expectations of people are very high. I expect people to do what I expect people to do. And a lot of times with that, I'm not the one who wants to continue. Something happens, I don't like this, I'm moving on, you know, or I'm ending it because we have to be able. But sometimes in life, those things are not the best way to do it. So a lot of things that we do in life, younger people do, they pick up from their parents or grandparents or aunts or uncles, and we emulate that. So I have told the young lady who I think that they would have been great, that also Dallas didn't have the tools that he needed to build this relationship. You have to have your tools together when you're building and creating a relationship, because those help you to make sure your foundation is straight. But, and I'm going to go out on a limb with this, and I want everybody to know, I'm going to give this disclaimer. These are my views and my beliefs is not where I feel like everybody, this pertains to everyone. But I think that people are in your life for a season and a reason. I don't think people are supposed to be together for long term. Have you ever seen someone, whether it be someone in your family or you know someone been together for 60, 50 years, 20 years, and they break up? Sometimes things run their course. In life, what happens is, just like with the bread that you buy, there's an expiration date. Now, it might say March 5th, And you can use the bread after March 5th. It's just not going to be fresh bread. I think people stay in relationships and stay in situations just because of all these years and the things that they have. And that's sometimes not the people they're supposed to be with. So everybody that's in your life comes for a season and a reason. Your longevity, you might have some relationships out there that is, those people just might be in relationships because it's familiar. You know, maybe there's things in life that they have done that they want to do differently, but they already have 20, you got years invested. So I think that we have to just kind of reevaluate us, make sure that we're good and what we're bringing to the table is good. But remember, people are supposed to be in your life for a season and a reason. That's friendship. I tell Dallas all the time, sometimes we can outgrow our friends, right? We can outgrow. We can move on and do other things. It's not saying you don't like that person anymore. It's just saying where I'm at in the level in my life, I'm doing things differently. You can still love that person. You can still pray for that person. But maybe they're not on the same path and taking care of business like you're taking care of business. And that goes for relationships as well. So I know that there's someone out there that is thinking like, oh man, I'm not in a relationship. I'm so lonely. You can be alone, but you don't have to be lonely. Get yourself together. For years, I dated myself. I'm a good date. I took myself out. I'm very reasonable as for, you know, I don't want to say cheat date, but I got to know Latrice. So that when I ever do get into a relationship, and I'm not opposed to a relationship, but I think that you got to be solid and ready and the best version of yourself to get the best person. So your timing is coming. I think everything is in seasons. And it is not your season a lot of times. You want to make sure that when you are in a relationship that you're bringing your authentic self. So that's just my take on it. Now, I'm giving a take from someone that's 51. It doesn't matter if you're 51, 19, 20. A woman is a woman is a woman. We do things differently. We love differently. We look at things differently. And we feel differently. But if you are fortunate enough to find someone that you have in your life and in your corner that loves you, appreciates you, and respects you. You can love a person, but you can disrespect them. So just kind of step back for a moment and love you. Date yourself. Take yourself out. You know, love yourself. Get up in the morning and say, you know what? Despite all the crap that I've been through, I love you. Mention that every day. Self-love is the best love. That's your first love that you have. If you don't have self-love, you don't have nothing. You're just an empty shell of a person bringing into a relationship. And like I said on the last episode, hurt people hurt people. They do. So stop hurting people. Dallas. That's Dallas.
I don't hurt nobody.
That's Dallas.
And if I did, I apologize.
Yeah, we apologize. But, you know, I'm just really thankful that we do have the opportunity to come and share our things that we have. If anybody knows that, people know that we have to be honest and open with people. We just need to get back to courting. Like I said, the next time you meet someone, instead of putting it in the microwave, put it in the oven, put it on 350, 250, let it marinate and see what comes. Some things are better slow cooked than put in the oven. In the microwave.
Oh, man.
All bad it is. But you guys know what I mean.
So, we just try to make sure that everybody understand and get an understanding of it from both of us. You know, my aspects, my views, and her aspects, her views. This is stuff that you really don't get too many of these type of conversations, or can find these type of conversations anywhere else. And like she said, this is just our opinion.
Right.
This is just what we know and what we want to say. And you could either take this information and use it, fully use it, or use a little bit of it. But it's just our opinion. This is not a book on how does this work, everything. Right. This is a trial and error. Relationships in general is just that. You got to learn it on your own. Everybody's is different. So that's the end of our episode. Episode 3 will be sooner than later.
Yeah. We got some things in the works.
Yes.
It's gonna be nice.
Yes.
You gotta tune in.
We just want to also end with a couple of shout outs. Of course, shout out to my brother Orlando Brand, Hustle Sports. Shout out to Marcus too, my brother. Also, shout out to all the people that support this. Like she said, dislike any comments, any views. If you have any questions, we also will be doing a Q&A episode eventually. So please just give me questions and we'll answer it by the best of any means. Also support, appreciate that. Send it to anybody else. Let your friend know, let your grandma know, let your auntie know, let everybody know about OnCounty so we can get some more views. We highly appreciate it. RIP to all the people we lost.
Yes.
Very blessed, very thankful for all the things that we have always.
So much going on. We appreciate it. And then getting back to Hustle Sports, if you like the merch, because every time that we do an episode, we have to support each other. So if you like this, he got t-shirts, he has hoodies. You want to go to Hustle Sports _ Orlando is doing his business. He is all about it. I wear Hustle Sports all the time, and people ask me about the brand. So support. If you like what you see, can we say slide in his DMs? I mean, you know what I mean. I don't know where you can reach out to him. I just heard about the sliding in the DMs. And also, we want to give a special shout out to Brittany Smith and Justin Mitchell. They are newly engaged a couple of weeks ago. They're going to be getting married. That's my daughter, if ever you guys don't know. And of course, his sister. But she is getting married next year, so we want to send them all love and support. And it's crazy because they're getting married. We up here talking about relationship. Now, we the two people that's not in a relationship. But of the three, one did get someone. So we love you, Brittany. We appreciate you and all the things that you have done for our family, and we just wish you well. And we know your marriage is going to be rock solid.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Love y'all.
And we appreciate. And so we're going to be doing something then, and when we end, I'm just going to be ending with a little thing. So I always say that it's someone out there that you don't know that's rooting for you, and someone that you know that isn't. They don't even want you to win. Think about that. Someone in your very circle. Hey, girl. Hey, what's up, bruh? Man, congratulations. But they secretly hating because they want to be you. So watch your circle of friends. Watch the people that you so-called call your friends, or your brother, or your sis. You know, those people sometimes are the very one that want to see your downfall. So, and if no one has told you today that they love you, I love you. And I mean it.
Yeah.
Peace out.
All right, peace.